he's superstar standards. He's a poor three-point shooter and a poor free throw shooter, but he's leading the league in attempts. And it just hurts my eyes sometimes because, man, he's going to jack up. He's going to shoot 11 threes a game. So we go back 3 games ago at Miami, he made 9 out of 17, which he is capable of doing. And you're like, wow. Yeah. And then the last 2 games, 3 of 13, and then 3 of 13 at Orlando, at Detroit. And it's hard on the offense because, man, it's a lot of empty trips. And just the way when you make a 3 that it sets off the crowd, when you keep missing 3s, it just takes the life out of a crowd or gets an away crowd fired up. I don't know. The inefficiency of it, the selfishness of it is hard for me to sort of watch and embrace after a while. But he's like genius. Here's a guy who can't run and can't jump, and when he gets you in the lane, he's just unstoppable with all of his herky-jerky stuff. It's just like basketball genius. And I'm intrigued watching it, but it just gets hard on my eyes after a while because it's so selfishly inefficient. Am I wrong?
You speak about human behavior. Luka, offensively.
Yeah. I mean, great offensive players. That's what they bank on. They bank on history, right? History of the game, right? Knowing that defensively, these are the things you have to do. These are the things that are taught, right? Push into the weak hand. We're going to ice this pick and roll, right? You know, if you're a shooter, go over, right? We're going to hedge on this type of guy. We're going to harsh or we're going to sag, right? The blueprint is the blueprint. Offensive players get to go in the summer and work all their moves against the blueprint that hasn't changed, right? So I get to create all these moves, Stop. Fake. Pull up, hand it, like there's a whole bunch of things I get to work my offensive against. So that's why you call it foul baiting. No, just the defense is just stupid, right? They don't realize that what you did last year is not going to work this year because you used to hold here. Okay, I'm just going to grab it and I'm going to go up with it, right? So it's the offensive players who are adapting faster than defensive players. When it comes to being efficient, I look at it like this. When you're a great offensive player, everyone suffers from it. And it is boredom. Think about when Kobe averaged 35. Some of the shots he would take, right? By himself, one-on-one. Okay, I'm going to do a step back, spin, shoot it out of bounds with the left hand. James Harden, step back. You know, what ends up happening is it becomes so easy that you make it difficult just to have some type of challenge in the challenge. Mm-hmm. You said it. When Luka drives, no one stops him. Mm-hmm. No one. But he wants to sit there and mess with the step back 3, shoot it from further because it's boring. And that's what the game became and becomes to a lot of great offensive players. Like the only people who hasn't gotten really bored has probably been Shea. Steph, KD. He don't do nothing different. Brunson.
Like they don't get bored. Yeah. So that's
like you can tell when someone's sitting there just doing a whole bunch of
bored. No. I know what you're saying.
I know what you're saying. But that's not boring though.
But that's bad though. But that's bad on him. But then that's bad on him.
I think it's more
Luka because because Mike never got bored.
Yeah,
all the greats.
It's more confident.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the double now. Like okay, now come on. I know you coming. Now I'm gonna do it while you come. Like if you just watch the games, you can see these guys. Like you had them burned. You want them to come over, so now you can go and sit there and do all this extra shit because regular basketball becomes easy. So then it becomes more of a show now. Okay. That's when you bring it in the show. That's when night. Yeah. That's when the night I'm sleeping, I'm turning around. That stuff's boring. Okay. This shit is too easy. I can turn around, damn near half the game. That's what that is.
And you mix it with creativity, you're trying to get the fans.
If you bored, motherfucker, go guard somebody.
Hey, whoa.
Bored, go play some goddamn.
Nobody can.
that's gonna get too boring for him. It's gonna get way more. Nobody paid. They didn't pay me here to play no defense. That's what they got Marcus Smart for. That's what they got paid. He gonna be way too. Do y'all want your contracts or not?
All right, well, let's get this thing moving, but before we do, we have to check this. Find a family movie. Again, when you look at all the records LeBron has amassed during his career, where does playing the most regular season and playoff games in NBA history are ranked amongst LeBron's accolades?
Second tier. All right.
That's 612 games, second tier.
Yeah, this is second tier.
So you played 552 games in your career, just one of that.
What I mean is, like, he just beat someone who's a two-time All-NBA player. Right, so it didn't matter how many games he played.
He was the chief, though.
Okay, it didn't matter how many games he played. Playing games and being dominant is two different things. You average 3 points. You average 4 points and 3 points for damn near 150 of those. I mean, we should have just let those go, right? It should be started. How many games did you start? You was like the best player on the team or something like that. But just checking in the game to play it, I mean, I wouldn't. If I'm him, this is not Paris now. No, I'm not discrediting. I'm just saying, you play the season, 81 games, you average 4.
Yeah, the same.
So LeBron James got to chase this shit.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Paris. Yeah, no, I get it.
It's the Paris.
Like, I think the last season, he just said, fuck it, I don't even want to play no more, because he was averaging a whole 3 points a game.
It's the Paris.
So what I'm saying is, like, LeBron's averaging 20.
It don't matter. He got to play these many games.
Oh, yeah, so I got to play all these games.
What year was Robert Paris last year? 96, 97.
Damn.
And he came in 19, so what? That's crazy. Yeah, barely moving out that bitch. With the perfect, still had a front. Barely moving out that motherfucker, man.
With the knee pad?
Yes. Too long, so yeah, man.
Come on. He still had a move, man. I'm just saying. That's like, so, like, if you're LeBron, this is not like, it's a record, but it's not a record. Because at the end of the day, if someone comes and beat it, like, were you dominant for 1,000-something games is what matters. That's the thing. No. I was dominant for these games.
I was available.
I'm available.
Who's dominant at that age?
I'm available. That's why I said that is more important than the games. The games itself shouldn't be that important because the person who has it, the people who had it, wasn't dominant. So if someone comes and beat it, you can't. What you're going to be arguing is, were you LeBron James for all 1,000?
Nobody was.
Okay.
Yeah. Robert Paris started playing basketball in 76, dog.
Thank you.
Hey, listen,
I mean, for 20.
The man was playing, he went through all eras.
He been through everything.
The man played it. Yeah, come on, man. He's seen time change.
He's seen bathrooms go from color to
Remember hotel, man.
Yeah. Most years, time change too.
But that's like 5XYT.
Yeah. You done seen the world change.
Oh, man.
Bow Wow was still little.
Yeah, but Little Bow Wow.
Yeah, Little Bow Wow. It was Little Bow Wow. He was like Mike.
Instagram was
like Mike. Because that
ain't the same as playing in NBA in the 70s. Sidekicks?
Okay, I mean, social media. First of all, he had real pure. And he had real pure. So he got the pure. So those games right there flew by anyway. Shit, I've been here 10 years. Hell, yes. Flew by. Yeah. That was a real good stuff back then. We seen how they looked back then.
Yeah, that was.
Right, they was all of 21, no hair, all spice.
All the ring around back in the day.
Austin Joe. You don't even see that today. So something had to be pure back then For you to have a whole sunroof in your afro at 19 to 25. We don't see that today.
Like Chief was known with other things though.
Yeah.
He was known with other things. He wasn't on it, but yeah. But that man played basketball in '76, man.
I mean, that's you know what I mean? I'll give him credit to be a center.
Him and AC Green.
To be a center at 40, man.
Think about it.
He guarded
With the high
No, he wasn't guarding shit.
With the high,
He was not.
Him, Kevin Willis. Kevin Willis was old too.
No,
Kevin Willis.
Chief wasn't Kevin Willis.
He wasn't.
Kevin Willis was doing
He
his
wasn't getting that action.
Chief wasn't getting that action.
What I'm saying.
He stopped starting 5 years before. He was just getting out there.
How long did Kareem Abdul-Jabbar play? I thought he played longer. I thought he played longer.
26.
So why the Bears played longer than?
Played more games.
97 machine. 21 seasons of career 20. Okay, let's move. When you look at this achievement from LeBron, passing Robert Parrish's record of career games played, how impressive is that to you?
Game's about to start.
What this has proven to me is that LeBron James is the most durable professional athlete ever. I'm talking about professional athlete, all sports, all time, ever, ever, ever. I have never seen anything like this. He is the king of durability. He is the king of duration. He is the king of longevity. And I don't like to talk about this because I'm going to just say it publicly, but first I'm going to knock on wood. The most incredible thing about LeBron James is he's 23 seasons at age 41. He's had 0 surgeries. Zero surgeries. Is that about him, or is it thank you God, or you just really blessed? What is it? I can't explain it. I just know he obviously takes care of himself, and I do think it was important that his trainer Mike Mancias was an apprentice under the greatest trainer ever, Tim Grover, Michael Jordan's trainer, Kobe's trainer, D Wade's trainer, and I think Mike learned a lot of how to contend that he transferred into LeBron's way of thinking, and LeBron obviously has stuck with that routine day after day after day. But when you can play that long and you have no knee surgery, you don't even have scope for meniscus tear, when you have no shoulder surgery, when you have no Achilles injury, when you have no broken bones in your arms or legs, not one broken, you bust your nose one time, but I'm not going to count that. In your extremities, you've broken no bones. So not one time has anything threatened your longevity at all. So clearly, all the Iron Man records, he just gonna pass them all because you just keep on going. And it's not shameful that he keeps on going because to your point, nobody has remotely played at this level this long in year 23 because he's still balling, man. He's changed a lot of the way he approaches it. He's more playing bully ball now. But what gets me about the no surgeries is he's the most overpowering driver of the basketball I've ever seen. So he knew from the start he could bully ball anybody because he's 6'9", to whatever you want to call him, 260, 270 at some points. So he's ambidextrous, so he can go left or right, and he can just attack the rim like nobody ever attacked it. So he is high contact because he's going to get hit in the air a whole lot. And he's going to fall a whole lot. And still, 23 years and I'm knocking on wood, not a single surgery, and still playing at this high level because you haven't had anything career threatening. It's impossible. It's unheard of. Maybe it's a tribute to modern medicine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say,
The man up there.
The man up there. That's what I said. Yeah.
Because this trainer will have the #1 selling,
Yeah.
I don't know. We can say Iron Man, and then we can just sit here and say, outside of Jordan breaking his foot his second year.
Yeah. That was it.
Mm.
No.
And he was a very different player. He was more agile, jumping without the strength, getting clothesline, and you're talking about retirement. His retirement to do other things was his surgery. But physically, he was just as dominant as LeBron James.
Think about this. The thing about this, LeBron has now played.
You've seen him on Wizards.
Okay, LeBron has played.
He played 82 games.
658 more games than Jordan. 658 more.
He played 82 games.
How many more games he played?
658. That's the equivalent of 82 game seasons. Okay.
Don't compare years.
Okay. So.
I mean, he's the biggest Jordan fan. Don't want to add Jordan to this. Like, God damn. Can he have his own thing?
I said outside of this injury.
No, you can do that to fucking everybody.
No, it was outside of just Jordan breaking his foot. He 82 games first year, broke his foot, came back 82, 82, 81, 82, 82, 80, 78. Then he retired. No broken nothing. Then he retired, came back, played the last 17 games, then he went 82, 82, 82, then he retired.
Kobe played it for crazy. Nothing happened. Tore his ACL.
Until he tore his ACL.
At 30-something.
What do you mean? Yeah, shoulder surgery.
Oh, yeah, knee?
Yeah, knees. What are you talking about? Yeah. Then he retired for 3 years and came back. No trade, just came back. Hey, I'm about to play now.
Yeah.
60 games, then 82.
Okay. How many years did he play?
Oh, really played?
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna,
how many years did he play?
They have him for 15 years. They count 2 of the Wizards, which would be, you take those off, that's 13 years. Then you count the broke foot year, that's 12. Then you count when he came back off of retirement and played the 17, so 11. So out of 11 years, he played 82 how many games? 9 games. So out of 11 years,
and off the broken foot, he did come back and play in the playoffs.
Yes.
So whatever.
So out of 11 real years, he played 82 games 9 times, and then he played an 81 and an 80.
11. We had this for LeBron.
23.
How can you even compare it? Like, they played 2 of Michael Jordan years.
What I'm saying,
I'm just saying, no, you shouldn't even put Jordan in this.
No, what I'm saying,
like, it's no need to add Jordan to
injury.
That's what I'm saying.
He never got injured. He never had surgery.
11 years. 23. There's no need to put Jordan in this. That's what I'm saying. You can take 11 of anybody's years.
No, what he's saying is
Iron Man.
No. So 82, like
Iron Man.
82 is Iron Man.
Iron Man.
11 years.
It ain't 23. It ain't 23 though.
No, it's not 23.
All right. That's what I'm saying.
If I played a 50 and a 60,
but that's what I'm saying.
We're talking
Thank you. Add John Stockton.
We're talking about injuries. John Stockton never had an injury either.
So add them to it.
We're talking about injuries, like someone who's never had injuries.
Stockton out of the gun to the
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know, but 82 games, 16 times. 16 times.
John Stockton?
Yeah, games 16 times.
Yeah.
Stockton was
80 games. Carmelo, same shit. They up there. No real injuries.
Talk about 82 games as a 40. He played 82 games.
How was the training, or were they just in that stuff?
Then there was a knockout.
How was the training, or was they on that?
Man,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Now that
You're playing 82 games for 16. Like, what episode are y'all taking?
Salt Lake City.
they just won it.
Whatever make you ball head at 22, whatever that is. Whatever that is. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Whatever that is that make me ball head, but I got big muscles, right? You know, I'm just strong as a motherfucker now.
Be careful with this thing.
Right? So I'm just saying, I came in with hair.
Be careful with this thing.
No, I'm just saying, I came in with hair. 2 years later, I got none, but I got more muscles. Whatever that is. 82. 82. 82. No, I'm just talking about the 90s. 80 from 90s. I know
Clyde Drexler,
I'm just saying.
Charles Ball.
I know Jordan. That's what I'm saying. Everybody had the ball. LeBron. But we just know.
Only one who still had the hair during that time was Pat.
We just know that
No, Pat wasn't fucking around.
Line this Eddie up, baby.
Yeah, whole gonna be cut.
Line this widow speak up. I'm just saying. Every sport was being busted, but basketball.
You can't do that. You can't say that.
What, every sport was busted besides basketball?
Why can't they just have know the secret? Why they just can't be doing the right thing?
Tell them what's the right thing, because guys are missing games and getting hurt now, but you're playing.
No, he's talking about like that they did the right things in Ace. No, I'm saying like no, they had the worst shit going in Ace.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about
they had no private planes. They would have to get up and catch the first flight out. No trainer. They playing NBA games, hanging out all night, and getting on the first
concrete all their life. So what's the difference?
Okay, how about this?
They used to dunk on concrete, like jump hard and so did they.
Concrete. Before they got NBA.
That's what I'm saying. It's not no different. You're not saying.
Stay silent until you hear a better wrestler than you. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero. I can't pretend that I'm better than Eddie Guerrero. Stay silent until you hear a better wrestler than you. Roman Reigns.
No. Let's just say some players was being investigated by the FBI for getting that stuff, but they never got tested in the NBA. Is it different?
DirecTV is looking pretty trim these days with these genre packs. Finally, your favorite channels and streaming apps are bundled together, so you can pay for the TV you actually want to watch.
You ever try to build a group trip with your friends? You throw the idea out in the text message, everybody gets hype about it, they talk about all these different plans, things they want to do, places they want to see, food they want to eat. But straight enough, as time advances and it's time to put down money for the deposit on the Airbnb, buy plane tickets, book these concerts, etc., the group chat goes silent. And the days, weeks, months go by, and you and the group chat haven't done a damn thing since high school, spring break of senior year. That's basically what it's like starting a group chat. DMG's Capaholics is a perfect example of that. A group he started months ago has been culturally irrelevant, and he is still trying to figure out why.
Bro, I haven't I can't go. I'm traveling, I'm going wherever I'm going. Me too, bro. I'm not asking nobody to come with me. Bro, me too. I don't want to leave free. Well, you were ready to play. You and me the only that be traveling doing. Literally, I've never asking nobody to go. I'm tired of asking traveling. Roman, I think we need better PR.
Give it a rest.
PR, I mean, like, we not doing it as in, like, we not making it to, like, the business.
If you're new to this and you want to be sure to please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Every new subscriber is like a friend added to the group chat. But don't leave me hanging when it comes time to do some sort of group trip. I'm going to be pissed off. Now, back into the video. Just a couple of days ago, streamers Phantom and Jason Levine were riding around talking about how to successfully start a group.
How would you operate it if you were to start from the ground up? You can't put a group together just because, like, the numbers. So you need to have genuine brotherhood. You feel me?
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of VO West. It's 1090J, and I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. For this video, we're going to be speaking on Stardom Gotham getting smashed by the Bloods in Florida State Prison. When it comes to sliding on Hawks, well, Stardom Gotham wasn't doing any of that, but they were definitely doing it to him. The rapper blew up in a Shane song Beatbox that turned into a TikTok sensation. A year later, he got fired up in a Miami drive-by and luckily survived being shot 5 times. A year after that, his rap career would be shot down after it was exposed by yours truly that he snitched on his fellow gang member, Ryan on Why not Mookie exited hip hop, followed by Naheem Aden, who's more commonly known as Jacksonville rapper Stardom Gotham. Both men were detained as an officer conducted a search of the residence. In the bathroom, a 9mm Glock and 9mm Springfield XDS were found fully loaded, each equipped with an extended magazine and a round in the chamber. With the search of the apartment concluded, Mookie was read his Miranda rights and invoked his right to remain.
Axis was chasing updates.
What is going on, guys? It is
The WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill. The crowning jewel of the
Becky Lynch claps back, plus much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now, let's hit the intro and get on to our first story. WWE fans furious. Our top story today looks at the fallout from Sami Zayn's U.S. title win, as fans are making their voices heard loud and clear. At the time of this writing, the YouTube video of Zayn's win has received around 9,900 likes compared to 19,000 dislikes, meaning roughly 65.5% of viewers responded negatively. These numbers highlight a disconnect between the booking decision and the audience sentiment, but they also open up another key question. Is the backlash truly directed at Zayn winning the title, or is it coming from fans who feel Carmelo Hayes lost the championship too soon after building momentum? A lot of the criticism comes from the fact WWE pulled the legs out from under Hayes. His U.S. title open challenge was without a doubt the most popular element of the SmackDown broadcast, and WWE has now stopped Hayes' reign for seemingly no reason. Fans are questioning the logic of taking the title off Hayes just so Trick Williams can get on the WrestleMania card. While Zayn and Williams have indeed been feuding for a number of months now, the match didn't exactly need the U.S. title attached, and WWE could have easily delivered a multi-man contest, as Hayes has established history with both names. Celebmania has gone too far. It's no secret WWE relies heavily on celebrities for WrestleMania, but this year they've gone way too far, and it's leading to mass backlash amongst fans. As fans have correctly pointed out, Jelly Roll was the most featured name on SmackDown this week. He was featured in a match, numerous segments, and even the main event angle between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Fans are questioning why Roll is in front and center of the WrestleMania season, and his inclusion in the Rhodes-Orton rivalry is leading to fans turning on the once highly anticipated storyline. WWE evidently believes that Roll is a huge draw, and whilst that is true outside of WWE, there are little metrics to indicate that Roll is bringing in new viewers to WWE programming right now. WWE in the TKO era has been over-reliant on celebrity endorsement to a worrying extent, and it's making the actual stars look inferior as a result. The criticism focused on celebrities who went one step further yesterday when it was revealed that rapper Lil Yachty is going to be on SmackDown next week, and he is expected to have a storyline with Trick Williams. WWE is going a little too overboard with the celebrities, and WrestleMania 42 is slowly turning into Celebmania. Truth behind WWE title change. SmackDown delivered a major shock this week as Carmelo Hayes dropped the United States Championship to Sami Zayn, a result few saw coming this close to WrestleMania 42. But that wasn't the only story coming out of it. In the immediate aftermath, speculation started spreading that Hayes could be stepping away from WWE programming to marry Kalani Jordan. The rumors picked up steam after a photographer associated with the couple shared images and videos online, leading many to believe the two had already tied the knot. However, that's not the full story. A report from Body Slam Plus clarifies that the content in question actually came from the couple's engagement ceremony last July. After Hayes dropped the title, people started speculating that Hayes will be taking time off due to getting married to Kalani Jordan. That is not the case. The photo shoot that was posted was an engagement photo shoot. Hayes' immediate plans are not yet known, but he is not set to take time off as we head towards WrestleMania. As of now, Hayes is not expected to take time off during WrestleMania season, but there is no news in relation to who he is going to face at WrestleMania. Another WWE injury. WWE's injury problems aren't going away, as it's now reported that Nikki Bella could have been injured on SmackDown. Nikki's injury would play out in real time, as the doctor would check on her during her planned segment, and according to Wrestling Observer Radio, Nikki was limping and was unable to get in the ring. Not sure the severity, but Nikki Bella appeared to suffer some sort of leg injury while brawling off screen with Nia Jax before the finish of their tag match on SmackDown. She was limping and had Nia throw her outside afterwards and never got into the ring again, and the doctor was over checking on her for the rest of the segment. Hopefully, she's okay. This is obviously concerning news for Nikki. Nikki has only just returned to WWE programming and was set to be involved in a major title match at WrestleMania alongside her sister Brie. Referee honored. Referee Alice Lane was the Backlund from being seriously hurt. Lane received numerous wrestling.
Oh, what a quick hit. Good work, the Andre. They're going to roll right into a pinfall. Gets the shoulder up. Not yet. Nice drop toe hold. Boom! These attacks of the champ are adding up.
There's that intelligence on display from Bliss. She knew exactly where to put that maneuver.
Getting put against the turnbuckles. Driven down with an elevated flatliner. Directly into the pin attempt. Stops the count before it, too. Her toughness really shining through here. Go behind. Strong suplex. Broken up with a fist to the face. Caught the leg. Clothesline. Bliss now. Alexa Bliss with insulting. Has the champ pin. Is this it? She kicks out with force. How is she kicking out like that at this point? She's calling for the referee to open the cage door. Great counter by Alexa. Here we go. Shift it out again. The champ is in a world of trouble right now.
It's unthinkable. Someone beating the 1 count at this point?
Alexa definitely thought that was it. And now she's asking herself. And boom! Lands the splash. Out of the blue, Bliss gets countered. And one more reversal. Talk about evenly matched here. Near the midsection. Uh-oh. Evades the attack and not a moment too soon. Strong takedown there. Taking down the opposition with a flurry of finishing with a drop kick. Bliss has gotten the better of her opponent. Bliss is doing a great job remaining engaged with the opposition. She was ready with the counter. Jade isn't taking this lying down anymore.
Yeah, but Cargill needs to maintain some offense to fully get back in this one.
Down with a powerbomb. There's the pin for the championship. The challenger stays alive. Incredible resilience this deep into the match. Boom! And now Cargill is stalking. Big lift from Jade Cargill, showing off the power here. Oh, my God, man. Wait a minute. Jaded. Here we go. That's how you become the reigning and defending champ. Oh, my God. How the hell are they going to kick out of that so fast, man? That is firing your biggest shot, but leaving your prayer standing. Time to reload. From the top. Twisted Bliss. We might see a new champion crowned. 2. And that's it. The champion is defeated. Let's take another look at these women in action.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss.
A brutal loss for our now former champion.
This is absolutely a career-defining moment. We're witnessing a new era.
To honor her by awarding her with a special award. This is great to see. The referee role in pro wrestling is one of the more selfless roles there is, and fans often forget it that it's the referee's job to make sure the talent are safe at all times. Becky Lynch claps back. Becky Lynch isn't backing down from criticism, and this time she brought Roman Reigns into the conversation while defending her place at the top of WWE. Finally, she teapoted. Lynch addressed the ongoing claim. Switching to road season with free installation plus a free sport tire on Super Adventurer all-season tires in Sector 4. Every tire purchase includes free lifetime tire rotations and a...
Oh my God, I thought you
We always wanted.
Little Rodney's son, your time has come. Oh my God, I thought you Little Rodney's son, your time has come. You gotta be real with this, man. Hey. Reggie is back at it again. Bro, the last time we covered Reggie, he was beefing with EDG, and then they squashed it because of Kai. But now, there was no Kai Sinet to be found. I think this nigga still think Ricky looks ahead of me. I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna waste any time, bro. Apparently, Reggie pressed this dude Dominic who is like an AMP affiliate.
What does this matter to you?
You said you walking past me?
No, Reggie, you're a fake demon, bro. You wouldn't be staring at me like that, bro. Why are you staring in his soul like that? Like you're ready to do something, bro.
Yeah. We pulled up together. He ain't looking at me crazy. I don't know who he was.
How is he looking at you crazy, bro? He's smiling. This man is a familiar face. He obviously knows everybody around you, Reggie.
We put it together. To Chelsea Green to be involved in this thing. I'm not punching the Chelsea
Reggie, you are not tough. What? This is not the start checking in with Reggie.
This
No,
is
bro.
destined
I'm
for
actually about to
greatness.
start violating, bro. Like, I don't even care anymore, bro.
If Chelsea spent as much time actually competing as she did complaining, she would get somewhere.
Chelsea is just standing up to the injustices that are committed against her.
Wait a minute. I hate seeing niggas walk through the crib.
He said I hate to see niggas walk through the crib. Nigga, you didn't pay for this crib. Your daddy Kai Cenat paid for this crib. Mama! Remember, GG already exposed it all.
It's bought y'all not one, but 2 houses. Y'all are on a second house something. The house that y'all are claiming, oh, he didn't buy it, we bought it. No, the f*** y'all did. And call my bluff. Y'all ain't bought a house. Y'all ain't furnished the house. The house was bought by him. The house was furnished by him. So what's funny now?
Nigga, you don't own any property. Your daddy Kai Cenat's name is on that deed. He's just currently letting you sleep there.
You're welcome.
Brought to you by the man D Green. Why would I sell my daughter D Green? Shout out to D Green, eh?
Thank you.
Never see robbing from Baltimore. They think I'm robbing for 3 times. I'm robbing.
If your daddy Kai Cenat never brought you on to be robbing, you still be in that little ass room in Baltimore.
Who's gonna trade for you? We couldn't. We couldn't know then. We wanted you. 6 weeks later, we don't want you. That's what changed your mind, ain't it? What happened in 6 weeks? You changed your mind.
Yo, what's the word, man? Cam Thomas was just recently cut by the Bucks, which would be his second time being released by a team in less than 6 weeks. He set the Gills Arena cast off, and y'all already know he had to have Cam back and come to this sense.
And it was like he was playing minimum minutes, and we wasn't getting no real reasons why. And I think I did a podcast with your dad asking about exactly what was going on with Cam and why he wasn't playing and all that, and there was still no answer. So until somebody gives some clear-cut answers, we're not gonna really know what it is. And I think personally it's a value issue. Right now, what's happening in the league is all the guys like Cam Thomas are being middlemanned out. Mid-level exceptions, you got to be able to either take the star role and get big money, or you going to leverage yourself out to be a guy that's going to take the smaller money. 32 years for $30 million, 15 mil a year with a team option. That put the control in Cam's hand. Team didn't want that control. That 6-year option for Cam gave him the opportunity to have a no-trade clause. So that no-trade clause allowed them not to be able to deal him during the trade deadline. So for him, he really took a chance on himself based on that. So he go to Milwaukee, feel like he got a fit. They still doing the same thing that Brooklyn is doing. They trying to go to the draft. They trying to figure shit out. So at this point, it's just stay strong, bro. I'm going to stay strong with it. You know, not every team is going to give you the bread that you want, that 30, 40 mil. He may have overpriced himself out. But I think 2022, a year? 2022.
So according to reports, he wanted a $30 to $40 million. According to reports, he rejected a 2-year, $30 million offer, signed that 1-year qualifying offer that basically made him restricted free agent.
This looked like that's what messed
up. Cut by the Nets.
That's the way he messed up. A lot of people can't turn down offers.
He with Washington, though. Like, he with a credible agent.
Get mad. Owners and stuff get mad, and that's the narrative.
Yeah, that's all the perception back.
You turn down. You think you're bigger than in the program.
They was expecting him to take that deal based on controlling him as a short-term player. The 2-year deal is not a long-term investment. So for Cam, if I want to be a long-term player on this team, y'all not investing in me. So if you're going to give me a 2-year deal, that means you just want me for these instant buckets right now, and I'm not really an asset for you. You're just going to get off me in 2 years. So it would have been a money grab for Cam.
That's exactly what Cam should have been trying to do. Go for the money grab. Because now it ain't looking so good for him. And you would think his agent would have told him what the word around the NBA was. And if he wanted to bet on himself, he should have just took the 2-year deal. And if he would have played well, there would have been an extension waiting for him. About 20 to 22 million per year. But he felt he was worth 30, He ended up signing for 1 year for $6 million. Then the Bucks got him for $900K. Both teams let him walk. Whatever he got going on, must be bad.
You can do certain things as an athlete. Certain behaviors at times and certain things are swept under the rug. It don't fit everybody, but for the most part, what you see with talent outweighs attitude, behavior sometimes. I say he can be helping old ladies across the street and cats out of trees. Right? It's something.
If you insinuating that it's something.
I don't know.
That's what you just said.
I said, he can be the nicest person in the world. He can help old ladies cross the street and cats out of trees. Right? They don't get no nicer human being than that.
Okay.
I didn't say anything. Did I say anything clever?
So if that's the case,
I ain't insinuating shit.
But if that's the case, then he's a good person, right?
Yeah.
Right. So wouldn't be. I don't care for his attitude.
I didn't say that.
You just said if he was helping old ladies, I mean, that would mean he's a good person.
He could be the very best person that walks the face of this earth. He could be the Pope himself. Boom. But there's something about the way he plays the basketball, when he's dealing with his basketball game, and there's people that's around him that deal with him. There's something that rubs them the wrong way they don't like.
Right.
Whatever the fuck it is. Right. I'm not even thinking on what is good or bad.
The list of players like him.
Right, I don't care.
Are they get cut one? No, but they're all the they get on perception.
No, I don't. Perception is I don't
get the same thing.
Who's up with it?
My excuses. He had a 24. He had a 24. Tyreek Evans average.
Injury fucking stinks.
No, it was a perception.
Chris, no, wait, no.
Regardless of
these are injuries.
They're all still.
No. These are injuries. These are players who got injured.
No, Michael Beasley didn't get injured.
How many
receptions?
No, Michael reception. He averaged 24
receptions.
He averaged 20.
He averaged 20 to 20 plus a night score.
Right?
Perceptionally was pushed out of the league.
All right, so that doesn't mean...
It means everything.
No, it does not.
It means that he's not the only person that has perceptually been pushed out of the league based on what people say about him.
Got hurt.
No. Michael Beasley never averaged 20 points. I mean, he averaged 19 for 2011. And then he played another how many years?
Don't matter.
It do matter.
No, it don't.
This is his fourth year. This is the fourth year. You averaged 20 last year. 20. No, actually, you averaged 24 last year. 22 the year before that. This is your fourth year in the NBA. And you've been cut 2 times.
If the guy had average 20, the league would have made himself on that list. And I know you can't stand when these topics come up because he always takes it personal. Because this attitude led to him playing in the NBA for 4 years. But I didn't think he'd do his research. But the people was dead wrong. The people who just tried to compare Cam to didn't even make sense. Everybody who played over 9 seasons or more. Cam just got away twice in 1 season, and it's only his 4th year. He was nothing like the mother dude. And I don't even know how Rashad continued to down and good for his dude. It just don't make sense at this point.
So that's we don't know what's going on. What perception could not push is that he got away.
Well, give me a feel of rap for me young. Now, my career was hit by injuries.
Right.
And I still had a top 75 career, and I came in the NBA injured. You don't know the rap for me as a player. You know a portion, and you still couldn't fuck with me then.
Yo, what's the word, man? You ready for me?
With the long lasting battery life on the Dell PC, you can keep going from morning to evening.
come over to your favorite sports bump here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe, and we're going to make Ocean. That Bell is James Harden is a better player than Dwayne Wade. And it's not really close. You're talking about a player that can score, a player that can get to the goal line, a player that can pass out of the pick and roll. A lot of people are going under Wade or pick and roll, and I ain't gonna front. You feel me? A lot of people are letting you Wade have that. Whoa. You played against both of them. You know what you Wade is. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer. He won gold medal. He was a Finals MVP. He was all NBA selection. A multiple-time All-Star. Pat Bell played with James Harden, and he played against Wade. He says James Harden is not only a better player, but a better player.
You know? Yeah. When we have a conversation like this, right? And somebody like that say something like this, he's the defender, right? So I'm sure that when they have a chance to put it in both of them, when you measure it by metrics and comparison, don't you take out the accolades and the resume in general and just talk about skill, not what they won as a team accomplishment? I'm just curious.
Absolutely right. Like, that's the home. But when it comes to like a player, right? You're talking about a player that the way he won a championship. You can't take that away, right? But
many people are saying the MVP race is the closest it's ever been. And yes, the race for second is, but number one is clear cut. The MVP is SGA. Now, before I even get to the metrics and the stats as to why I just think he's the MVP, I just want to point out that without his co-star, they are still number one in the league. Without the team being healthy,
like, so this is kind of carried into the season,
which I appreciate, right? This is the most I've been able to talk about in my career. I'm like in my house with my kids and all that, and I'm holding the TV and like, oh, Giannis is going to the Memphis business. You know, Giannis is going to the Detroit Pistons. You know? Which, hey, man, I'm not allowed. I'm the hottest chick in the game right now.
Right now, we're officially witnessing a pivot for the first time of this decade. The top 3 candidates for the first time in the 2020s likely will feature Jokic or Giannis. The consensus 2 best players of this decade thus far. Now we have Shea and Wemby and Luka, and I'll talk about this specific MVP race at another time. But Jokic, he's still going to make the playoffs. And to me, it's a good chance his team can very well still be dangerous in the playoffs. But Giannis, his career is kind of trending in the wrong direction. And currently, he might be in the midst of one of the saddest 4-year stretches of any top 3 players in the middle of their prime. Now, to really understand exactly what's going on, we have to go back to this.
I just asked the exact same question, but I'm curious, do you see this season as a failure?
You asked me the same question last year. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year? In your job? No, right? So every year you work, failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something. There's a goal. It's a no question. There's no failure in sports. Start, you want to count 3? Hit. This now trend. Giannis got hurt in the first game versus Miami. And in hindsight, this moment right here was really the moment the Bucks being championship contenders died. To contextualize everything, the Bucks had just became the 6th first seed to ever lose to an 8th seed. Giannis was clearly embarrassed because at that time, the Bucks were the most consistent dominant team for the past half decade. From his first MVP all the way up until that moment, 5 years, the Bucks had by far the highest winning percentage. And after this, everything essentially changed for the worse. If you've been keeping up with Giannis recently, he's still a top 3, minimum top 5 talent in the NBA. Still giving you the numbers, and my heart wants to say he's still top 3. If you've watched this channel over the years, you know how I feel about Giannis. But sadly right now, it's gotten to the point where Giannis has become, winning-wise, irrelevant. And it's not you saying that, bro, it's the facts. In the last 4 years, Giannis isn't making the playoffs this year. We know that. Do you know how many playoff wins Giannis has? 1. Knowing how talented he is, that doesn't even feel right to say. But let's think of this moment right here against Miami. I've always compared Giannis to LeBron in subtle ways. And after this moment right here, I believe he really created a consistent Bron problem.
So at the end of the day, I am a winner. I want to be a winner. Comfort zone does not matter to me. What matters at the end of the day is, well, that's it right there. That's it, matter. You know, and I don't want to be able to get stuck. I just like that to keep on talking about the same story.
Starting his extension in 2023, putting all the pressure on the front office to make the team better. They went and grabbed Dame, and we know how that ended. But not only did they obtain Dame, in the process of that, they basically gifted their biggest rival at that time, this guy. Boston went on to have one of the most dominant teams of this century. And meanwhile, Milwaukee, even with Dame, who seems to be homesick, they self-destructed. After a first seed loses to an 8th seed, it just feels like change must happen. And it did. Mike Budenholzer immediately got fired, and their replacement was Adrian Griffin, who Giannis wanted. I say Giannis developed that Bron problem because it felt like every move after this felt so damn impulsive to appease their superstar. After that first season collapse season in 2023, the vibes just felt weird and forced in Milwaukee.
I want to talk about the ball. The Giannis ball.
Mike Weiner had the basketball. Had a basketball. Not the basketball, a basketball. And he walked off with him down his side, and they had the ball the whole time. Then proving this.
The Bucks did.
The Bucks had the ball.
They already had the
whole time. The whole time.
Which is the ball that Giannis ran off with? That was Weiner's ball?
What do you mean they ran off? They ran 4?
Yeah.
The backup ball.
I want to say Jimmy Butler killed that team, but nah, it actually feels like this man did. In the in-season tournament in 2023, Tyrese Halliburton had this moment, followed by this dagger.
You know, I didn't mind it. It was what it was. I've also known that, you know, when you having your moment, it's important to be careful and to be humble when you having your moments, because you just never know how the tables turn and when they're going to turn. So
a week later, the Bucks had a problem about Giannis getting a game ball. And like a month and some change later, the Bucks fired their brand new head coach that Giannis wanted. He was 30-13 at the time, on pace to basically tie the exact same record they had last year that got him the first seed. It felt bizarre back then, but in hindsight, it's just malpractice. Yeah, their defense was worse. You traded Dame for Jrue Holiday, and they were literally right behind the team that had a historic championship run. Looking back on it, the idea of Dame and Giannis was always better than the visual of Dame and Giannis. Shit just felt awkward and forced.
Yeah, listen, I've never done this. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. I can tell you that just from the day and a half. But it's going to be a challenge. It's a challenge that I'm running towards.
And speaking of forced, to replace Adrian, you bring in, I guess, a superstar, expert, personality, mediator, Doc Rivers. And the team ironically gets worse. And the rest of the season, they go below 500. I don't know what it is with Giannis' luck, but even going back to his championship run, he just gets hurt at the worst possible times. To finish that season, he has a calf injury that knocks him out for the rest of the season and the playoffs. And Indiana still.
It's easier than you think to manage your home cybersecurity. If you're constantly on the lookout for scams, identity theft, and digital threats, I have a solution for you. Weber is a cloud-based antivirus system for your home devices. It's one of the best ways to keep your identity, computers, smartphones, and tablets secure because it's compatible with almost all operating systems and other security software you might be using. The best part? You can can install it 21 times faster, and it'll take up 50 times less disk space than other similar programs. That means you don't have to worry about overloading your processing power or slowing down your computer.
Them home. Now last year, with way lower expectations, they awkwardly ran it back. Giannis complained a bunch, but he balled his ass off. They still made impulsive, short-sighted moves to me, and it seemed like the injury gods literally hated them. It was Giannis's calf the previous year, and then last year, Dame had a blood clot in his. Tyrese Halliburton, before the playoffs, not this moment right here, which is likely going to be Giannis's last playoff moment with the Bucks. Before the playoffs, right before the playoffs, he gave them a little preview. And then in the playoffs, he and Dame had this back and forth. It felt like Dame rushed a bit. I'm not a doctor, but it just felt, I didn't think Dame was playing. He came back, never really looked right, and then basically messed up his other calf and tore his Achilles. And then we know the birth of a crazy playoff Halley run started on Giannis's team. Dame gets cut this summer, which just felt wrong after what he just did, but it was what he wanted. And now this year for Giannis, injuries after injuries after injuries. The most annoying saga of drama and rumors for Giannis, basically talking out of both sides of his mouth. Milwaukee clearly trying to go the right direction. Tank, the team is ass and it's not getting better. And Giannis, I guess, still trying to be Giannis for 12 more of the most meaningless games possible when you've already been injury prone. Giannis won't be irrelevant for long. He's going to take over the summer, and he's probably going to be the most relevant athlete this summer. But Milwaukee, since this moment right here, they've seen their win percentage drop every single year. Giannis's availability since this moment has steadily dropped every single year. And I love Giannis. I fought for Giannis. But in 7 months, if he's still in that jersey, I can care less how the rest of his career, prime, or any of that ages.
The city was waiting for something big or for something different to happen versus where it was. And my only regret in any of this is that I should have came to Boston a little earlier. So.
If you guys like this video, this dude is like the 4th straight playoffs where Giannis isn't even really a thought. This is a top 5 player. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about Giannis. Turn on post notifications. Do that great stuff, guys. And until next time, as always, stay tuned.
The Tickler is your home for everything pickleball. It's more than a place to play. It's where you find your people, learn the game, compete in tournaments, and get the gear you need. Play when you want, how you want. This is where you belong. The Tickler, your home for pickleball.
Destruction take place inside, outside, on a quick schoolboy out of nowhere.
Hi, it's Cindy from Toscana, and today we're at the Chicago Collective showcasing our Fall 2026 collection. And if you're looking for shoes to wear on a daily basis or for that formal event, we've got you covered. So for the first rack, we are showing all of our exotic skins, followed by some dress casual looks such as sneakers, loafers, followed by our woven collection, which is entirely hand-woven by our artisans in Florence, followed by our collection of strong dress shoes. We have plenty of dress shoes, so loafers, slip-ons, different types of materials such as suede. And if you have that formal,
I don't want to be sugar-coated because I know that pro level, they're going to be real with you. I didn't really want to go to college. I want to go somewhere where I could develop as a person. Ignite. So I want to give you an opportunity. It's time to show what you've been working on.
As we watch March Madness currently, it's evident that this is likely going to be one of the best drafts of this century at least. So many good prospects that's NBA ready right now. But I want to rewind to the last draft that may not have been as deep, but it was also a generational takeoff for this draft because, well, we had a real-life generational prospect.
There was a bunch of weirdness around the crowd, looking at each other like, can you believe this? Are we witnessing this? I haven't felt this way since I saw Yao Ming work out in Chicago in 2002, but this is different.
This G-League Ignite game right here, it basically changed the whole draft in one night. Women was already going number 1. We already knew that. But him and Sue Henderson, they put together one of the best duels in G League prospect history. Wimby put up 37 points and rejected basically everything that came his way. But Scoot Henderson also looked like one of the best guard prospects that we've seen in a long time. His scoring off the dribble and shot creation for himself and everyone else, it looked elite. His playmaking, it just looked effortless. Being able to produce like that on a grand stage with Wimby in the way, yeah, he was one top 3 for sure. Now, he did battle injuries, even in the G League, but his draft placement, it was pretty much solidified. Now, even with all of this hype, his outside shooting was always a bit problematic. But, you know, athletic guards that can create for themselves and everyone else and get to their spots effortlessly off their athleticism alone, they can sometimes still get that pass, and we've seen that. The problem is, his outside shooting on the next level, it never really improved. And playing point guard in the NBA is easily the hardest position to adapt to. Scoot is also very athletic, and he kind of plays at 100 miles per hour. So learning how to change pace and play at a healthy point guard tempo, it's been a bit of a problem for him in the NBA. Scoot was drafted 3rd to Portland, and not only was he drafted 3rd with all these expectations, he was also replacing arguably their best player ever at his exact position and also doubling his numbers. To me, that's huge shoes to fill. And his first 5 games in the NBA, they were brutal. Playing point guard on the next level is tough, especially when all the decision making is essentially in your hands. First 5 games, averaged 8 points, had 20 turnovers, which led the NBA, more turnovers than field goals, and clearly couldn't find a rhythm for the speed of the NBA. Directly after those first 5 games, he got hurt, came back off the bench, and he's had his moments, but he's really struggled to develop that outside shot and really use that athleticism that we've seen in the G League. Still very young, but I think players like him and Jalen Green, they really highlighted the significance of this time of year in the college structure. But the real best point guard of this draft so far also ended up being the biggest steal of this draft. You know why the Utah Jazz paused their rebuild a bit and said, hold on, let's actually get some win-down talent? It's because they found a gem in Keontae George, and now they want to build around that. Coming out of Baylor, kind of like Scoot, his biggest concern was how poor of a shooter he was, and a bit of his conditioning. He was kind of heavy. Well, he lost 30 pounds prior to coming to the NBA, and since his rookie year, he's improved his outside shooting every single season. I often feel sorry for young players. Besides Wimby, Brandon Miller was my favorite player coming out of this draft. The size, the handle, the shot, the smoothness, even his favorite player, it just all screamed #1 pick in any other draft. No disrespect to Scoot, but the Hornets did so well not listening to all the outside noise. At the time, it was loud. Charlotte this year, they're playing some of their best basketball, probably of the last decade, and a lot of it has been because of Brandon Miller. This calendar year of 2026, Brandon Miller has been incredibly efficient, and most importantly to me, he's embodying the player that he modeled his game after defensively. In 2026 alone, the Charlotte Hornets have the 6th best record in the league, and a lot of it is because they have a top 7 defense. Brandon Miller and Musa Diabate, they've been the most impactful defenders for that team all year and really helped change the culture of that team on that side. And speaking of defense and steals, Casey Wallace is also one of the biggest steals of this draft. I don't know how OKC always does this. On draft night, they traded Derek Lively for him, and at Kentucky, he was a menace defensively, averaging nearly 3 steals a game. Well, in the NBA, it translated seamlessly, and he contributes heavily to OKC having one of the most irritating defenses for any team to play.
This year, it's 3 players tied for the most steals a night. Tyrese Maxey, who leads the league in minutes, Kawhi Leonard, who's playing 32 minutes a night, and Casey Wallace, who's not even playing 28 minutes a game. Also, he leads the NBA in deflections, and behind Chet and Shea, he's third on that team in plus-minus. When he enters the game, good stuff happens, and he's a prime example of making yourself useful with a relatively small frame. The Thompson twins, they're being kind of who they were always projected to be coming out. They were essentially the first superstars in that overtime elite league, and Amin, he was always the primary ball-handling offensive talent who scouts viewed as having the highest ceiling. But Asar, he was always the more disciplined defender, even though they're both freakishly athletic with crazy motors. Amin has had the much bigger role for his team, especially this year with Fred VanVleet going down. And I can't lie, the offense looks terrible at times. And a lot of it is because of outside of Kevin Durant, nobody really can shoot, and specifically Amin. He does have this insane first step that allows him to get to the rim effortlessly. His all-around numbers this year look great. His last 10 games, they look fantastic. But right now, he does have a glaring hole in this game that we know playoff defenses will exploit. And Asar Thompson, he might just be the best perimeter defender in the league. Just had 7 steals against Golden State, a career high. And when he actually plays 30 minutes, he averages 2 steals a night, just like Maxey, Kawhi Leonard, and Casey Wallace. And speaking of Casey Wallace, he's right behind him in deflections a game, and he's only playing